I know. It's tragic. Brian, I have to tell you, this story scares the living bejesus out of me. Wait, I'm sorry, we're on? Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to the LTA News Channel. I am Ray Burgundy. Before we get into this story, you may want to ask your children to leave the room. It is with a heavy heart I bring you this news as a young woman's body was just discovered in the Santa Cruz mountains just hours ago. Her family has been notified and the police are asking for any information from the community. Whitney Redford was 25 years old and a student of the University of Santa Cruz. Her body was discovered near De La Vega Disc Golf Course, mutilated in a building nearby. Here is some video that a friend of hers took with a cell phone right before she disappeared. Okay. The video was released to the LTA News and the authorities. If you were at De La Vega Park between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Friday the 13th of October and have any information, please call the Santa Cruz Police Department. In stark contrast to this lively girl playing disc golf, only hours later she was found lifeless and violated. If you have a weak stomach, you may not want to see these graphic crime scene photos. This crime is reminiscent of Santa Cruz's dark and disturbing past, when it earned its nickname, Murderville, USA. Between the years of 1972 and 1981, four notorious serial killers, David Carpenter, Herbert Mullen, John Lindley Frazier, and Edmund Kemper III murdered a total of 36 people, making Santa Cruz the murder capital of the world. The LTA team is investigating connections and details between the disturbing crimes of Mr. Edmund Kemper III and what we are now calling the Kemper copycat killer. Brian, do you have him on Skype? Okay, let's plug him in now. Ed Kemper has agreed to speak with us on video chat from California Medical Prison for the Criminally Insane. Hello, Mr. Kemper.
Hello, Mr. Burgundy.
Can you tell the LTA audience anything that could lead to us finding this killer as an expert in deviant behavior?
Well, I'm not an expert. I'm not an authority. I'm someone who has been a murderer for almost 20 years.
Okay, but can you give us any insight into the mind of a serial killer? Is there a distinct moment from your past that flipped the psychopathic switch, if you will?
I could put it on an incident. I mean, my father chopping the heads off of our two pet chickens and my mother insisting that I eat them for dinner.
So, Eddie, are you suggesting our killer has chickens?
No, Mr. Burgundy. I'm not suggesting he has chickens. What I'm suggesting is he's flaunting, like I used to.
That invisibility. Severing a human head, two of them, at night in front of my mother's residence, with her at home, my neighbors at home upstairs, their picture window open, the curtains open, 11 o'clock at night, the lights are on, all they have to do...
All right, Brian. Well, that was a waste of time. I think we're going to have to go on scene in order to get to the bottom of this story.
Hello, we're here at De La Vega Park. We are investigating the copycat killer, the Kemper copycat killer. We're going to hike to where the crime scene is of the young woman who was just killed. Yeah, see it? It's way out there. They don't know what they're doing. All right, we're over at the crime scene and we're going to walk down there now. So we are reporting live at the copycat killer's crime scene. This is where the dead girl was found only hours ago. And Brian, go in there.
Me? Fuck that.
Brian, your job depends on it. Get in there.
All right.
Here, give me the camera. Give me the camera. Brian, something's happening. Oh my God, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. Oh my, oh. I'm lost out here in the woods, and the killer is, I hear him tramping around in the woods. I think Brian is dead, and I'm terrified. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through this, guys. Shh, hold on. I hear something.
It still works. Hello, LTA audience. This is extremely difficult, but it is important that I bring you this update. I'm a member of the LTA news team, which is slowly disappearing. Brian's dead. Ray Burgundy is still missing. Please help us locate him by sharing this message. The news must go on.